Hello, welcome. This is Mo Sticky Pads coming at you. And today it is a very hot day in the state of Maryland. So I'm here to give you some information of how to take care of mosquitoes. So this is going to be where I'm actually going to go out and show you how it should be done. So it's as follows. So mosquitoes start very early. As soon as it gets hot, they start to spring out and hatch their eggs. Let's say in early spring. And they last up until, let's say on the eastern coast, until September. So what they like to do is they like to hide under eaves, under trees, under anything where they can hibernate. And so in order to do that, you need to treat those areas. Now, I wouldn't advise you to do this. I would actually get a mosquito company. They have companies like Mosquito Joe, Mosquito Squad, those companies to handle it because they have not only the chemicals, but the machine. And I don't know if you want to invest in a machine like a fogger. It's up to you, but if you don't want to go through all of that, then you can have a mosquito company treat for you. It is a monthly service. Of course, if you want to get the fogger, it's up to you. I don't know the names at the moment, but when I did it, they had a backpack fogger that blows the chemical. Now, there's some companies, there's two things about these chemicals. One is called, Semexa. That's one of the solutions. And that you put that in with water, you mix it, you put it on the backpack, and you fog under. So I will show you, I'll actually show you that as well. And then you have something called, I can't remember the green product at the moment. If I find it, I'll put the link in the description. But it is a green product that is for those that are eco-friendly. So there's two products for each. The one that's eco-friendly smells great. It smells good. The other chemical, you have to really put a mask on because it burns your face. It is very aggressive on your skin. You have to wear long sleeves, and you have to, even though it's hot outside, you have to put it on protection anyway. When you have treating chemicals, PPE is very important. So again, for mosquitoes, they love living also in water. So if you have standing water, you have to get rid of it. If you have pails, if you have ponds, you have to, well, you can't do nothing about a pond, but if anything that's standing water will affect that area. There's something called mosquito dunks. Very important. Mosquito dunks are used to put that inside of ponds. You have to look at the label. I would say it's safe and it's friendly because I did it for a service for a company. For about 6 months I worked for this company, and that's what we did. We came around. The first thing we did is we approached the house. We came around the house to see if there are any fishing ponds, any playground stuff. You can't spray on that because kids play on it. So you have to find a way to flip it over, and or go away from it. When you're spraying away from it. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you as well. So here's what we're going to do. In order to demonstrate this better, I'm up at my aunt's house right now. Now, if you see behind me, there is a tree. You are going to go to the tree and go under the tree. And that's how you're spraying. So I'll demonstrate that for you right now. All right, so let's say you have the fogger, the backpack fogger. You have that with the chemical. As you're approaching the tree, you're going under the tree. You're going against the house. So you're doing the perimeter of the house, and then you're going to under the trees because that's where the mosquitoes are. You're spraying under the trees. Under the trees. That's where you're going. You're going under the trees. So when you're doing it, you're spraying under the trees, and you're doing the whole perimeter of this tree that's close to the house. You're going to do spraying of the house and getting the trees. Now, let's try to walk a little closer. Now, let's just say, for example, you see this here? Let's say it's a spot here, right? And there's a pond. What you do is you have these mosquito dunks that looks like donuts, and you'll put that, correction. There's 3 products. There's pellets also. Mosquito dunks are for ponds. You have some pellet granules in your hand to sprinkle along where there are puddles, So where there's puddles, you would actually, let's say if there was a puddle there, you would take these granulars and you would spray you would put that in the puddle, okay? Again, making sure there's no dogs and no children around. That is very important. So, I'll give you another example. So, run with me. Come run. This is a run with me tutorial. So, you see this here? You see that? Well, if it was raining, there would be a puddle here. That's where you would sprinkle the granulars. Now, as you can see here, behind me, there's a whole lot of trees, right? You would do around the house first, then you do around the perimeter of the house. So you'll be doing all of that that's up against your fence line. Very important. That's how you get rid of mosquitoes. Now, there's a disclaimer to this. If it rains tomorrow, if it rains right now, a high percentage of the chemical you have is all gone. That's why with mosquito services, there's a redo. There's a, what do you call it? Shucks, see, I'm drawing a blank. But a callback. It's a callback service for you to come back. So let's say I'm having an event today. I'm having an event tomorrow. So I'm coming out and I'm doing the service. I'm doing the whole perimeter of the backyard, and I'm doing the perimeter around the house. If it rains in about an hour, or at least before your event happens, I have to come back and I have to do it again because the majority of the chemical has washed away from the trees and anything else that's under the eaves, things like that. So those are the things you have to remember. Doing it yourself is a great investment. Make sure you read the label. The label is the law, and you follow the PPE. Mosquito services last at least from the beginning of spring until the end of September, October, November, whenever the weather changes, because they are either dead or they are hibernating through the winter seasons. Their eggs, all that stuff, I can get into that later, but I'm telling you as far as applications are concerned. So, once again, this is Mo Sticky Pads, and I'll be back with you later. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll give you the info. Bye.